So this is going to be a reading for my Aquarius. Thank you so much for joining me. This is going to be a look at the truths that you need to hear. And the purpose of this reading is to give you personal clarity and to clear up any blockages that you may be experiencing at the moment. Now, this is general, so only take what applies and leave the rest. If at any point you want a personal, just check out the information in the description. And of course, you guys use the code Spooky Season at checkout when booking any readings on my website to get 40% off up until October 15th. So take advantage of that. I don't really do those sales often, so make sure you guys don't miss out on that. But let's go ahead and get into it. Aquarius, the first truth you guys need to hear. You guys are in control of what your path looks like in the future. A lot of you just are like not really being fully aware of it or almost denying your personal control over what the future looks like. Like with the Two of Wands, this is the energy of you having two paths ahead of you and you needing to make a clear and concise decision on what is in your best interest. And for a lot of you, you being in this limbo space of being in between of, oh, should I do this? Should I do that? Does this make sense? Does this make sense? And being so conflicted for a while now, you guys are just teeter-tottering in the space of stagnation, basically. So less thinking and more doing at this point, especially when it comes to major moves that you guys want to make by the end of this month, or shoot, by the end of this year. Another truth some of you guys need to hear, some of you are giving someone too much leeway to feel like they can, decide if they want to be with you or another person. If you're in any type of dynamic where someone's dealing with someone else and you're getting the short end of the stick, you're going to continue to get the short end of the stick until you decide that that's not enough for you anymore. Because this person feels like they have some sort of leverage in the situation and that they can basically dangle you and the other person until one of you get tired or until they get tired. And that's not fair. And some of you are like trying to get confirmation on, is this person going to, get divorced or do this or do that? And the answer is this person's just going to drag their feet until they can't anymore. Especially if this is an Aries, Sagittarius, or Leo in particular. Now, another truth some of you guys need to hear. When it comes to your personal beliefs, your personal morals, and things like that, you guys need to make sure you're not sacrificing that in order to make other people happy. All that does is leave you with this energy of guilt of what you shouldn't or should have done. Some of you guys really need to leave it up to God, leave it up to the higher power when it comes to particular situations in your life, where there is no quote unquote right answer or even an answer at all to what you're experiencing. Confiding in the divine is going to really help you, where a lot of you guys may be struggling with depression and all those things. Also, this is overthinking I'm seeing here with this Nine of Swords. The harsh truth is you guys need to stop allowing your mind to create scenarios that haven't even played out yet. And this is natural for humans to do in the first place. Like everyone does it, where we try to think of, okay, what's the best case scenario? What's the worst case scenario? Depending on who you are as a person and how you view things, you'll either be someone who wants to, know the worst case scenario or the best case scenario up front. So a lot of you, you're more so allowing your mind to drift in a negative space, and you need to stay away from anxiety and letting it like eat you up to a point where it talks you out of doing things you should be doing. allowing personal changes around you to happen, understanding that in order for newness to be welcomed in your life, you have to say goodbye to the old. And some of you are trying to like welcome in new, but then semi still hold on to the past, and nothing works like that. If you still have openness for an ex to come back, but then also saying I want new love, then you're in a stagnant position, because again, you can't be halfway in the past and halfway in the future at the same time. It doesn't work that way. And some of you, the harsh truth is your personal internal resistance to the process of change that you're going through is normal. But understand that this major shift that you're going through is going to deliver desirable results in the end. I kind of said this for another zodiac sign as well with the Four Swords. This is you needing to prioritize better sleep routines, prioritizing like going to bed by a certain time. Some of you may like browse the internet, spend the time where you should be, spending time sleeping. You could be just sitting there thinking about, I don't know, everything that's wrong in your life, instead of allowing yourself to think about, or not think at all. Honestly, when you're going to bed, you shouldn't be thinking about anything that's flustering or trying to figure out your whole life in a span of 30 minutes right before bed. All that does is create anxiety and an inability to really get proper rest. And you wake up the next day feeling like you didn't even get sleep at all. So that's another thing. But the last thing I want to say, the last truth that you guys really need to hear, personal imbalances you guys may be experiencing with finances may have a lot to do with either you guys not really managing your money the best way you can. Some of you may need to get really analytical in terms of where money's going to and where is money coming in, like looking at the numbers, looking at all the information, so that you guys aren't missing blind spots within your finances where you're spending money way too much, or you could be, leveraging your money a lot better. But these are some of the things that I see. I hope I put things in perspective and that you enjoyed. If you did, thumbs the video up and subscribe. And yeah, book a session, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye, Aquarius.